Welcome to Chengdu in China. It's the giant panda capital of the world. It's home of the spicy hot pot and kung po chicken. It's also the site of the largest building on Earth, brackets by floor area, apparently. But never mind all that. Right now, the reason Chengdu is famous is because Worldcon's in town. It's the globe-trotting annual science fiction convention, and it's back in Asia and in China for the first time since it began in 1939. According to ChatGPT, Worldcon transcends its role as a mere convention. It is a symbol of unity in the global science fiction and fantasy community, fostering a spirit of inclusivity and serving as a stage for lively discussions, creative exchanges, and the recognition of remarkable achievements in the genre. Blimey, all that. And you get these wonderful, funky panda toys as well. On top of these, you get to meet the great and the good of science fiction. People such as Dr. Hirotaka Osawa, president of Science Fiction and Fantasy Writers in Japan.
Actually, I think it's impossible to making a strict control about AI. So that might be a problem. So for the nuclear power or maybe a biological technology cases, so we can make a control for it. But AI is just running on the computers or maybe in the graphic board and some kind of the personal computer. So in that case, we generally cannot control it. But we can make ourselves to educate so how to using it in a better way. For example, so nowadays AI is very good to persuading people. So it means that they can make some kind of deceiving the people in some way. But if we are more clever, so we can realize that this is just a machine. So we to talking me to attracting, but it is not honest thing on here.
So you're saying that regulation is sort of pointless. There's no point regulating. You need to educate so that we can see if there's an issue, we can spot that rather than regulating to try and control it.
I think so, because we need to control AI by ourselves, but it is not by the rules or strict rule, but our humans need to responsible about to educate the president, the successor.
So what's the responsibility and the role of a technology company such as Huawei when we're developing these new technologies? Are you saying that we shouldn't have any regulation either? We should just develop and let people, or is our role to educate as well?
I think that we need a regulation about the company to making some kind of warning to the people at least. So. Some technology is very persuasive or might be deceive the people on that several dark purpose. But some people have a right to be deceived if they are realized about it. So the important point is that we need to make a statement about the risks about the AI, what kinds of risks is included. And it is not a physical one, but also the psychological one is included. So maybe you or your children might be deceived by the AI. So if you're using or maybe relying on too much about the AI. So to making a show in the case is very important. And each industry, a company is required to announcing such kind of statement.
So it's to be transparent and open with that technology.
Users.
Isn't AI going to do away with the need for human authors in future? We won't need to have a Worldcon. It'll all be AI produced.
I think it might be possible to generating the science fiction by the AI, and that's make appealing to people. But in general, so we want to read some kind of the works that are written by the human, because science fiction or some kind of fiction is also a communication media for the human to human. So we want to read some kind of authors. We admire authors. What author is thinking about it and what kind of story they are imagining. In that case, so fundamentally, we don't, generative AI doesn't replace to the human author.
You still think there's a gap for humans there? There's space for humans?
Yes, so technological, it's not so much gap, but in the fundamental, the process, so we want to read the human's text and human thought on here, and the AI can help, but it doesn't replace about it.
Well, Einstein said that imagination is more important than knowledge. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I totally agree about Einstein's idea, and
It's always good to agree with Einstein.
yeah. And also, it is more important than the previous days because knowledge cases, so we can share the knowledge in the internet, or maybe AIs nowadays trying to sharing this more clearly, and maybe finding the knowledge by themselves. But imagination is kind of the motivation for the human to drive in the next direction. What kind of the direction would be possible, or what kind of direction we want to go, and that kind of thing is more important for the research and also development, and also for the society, because we can get the several knowledge from here, what is possible or what is not possible, but what do we want to do is they cannot have an answer because we need to do it. So that's an important point, and I think that imagination is very important, and very important nowadays, more than previous.